Well, chat, you know what they say. It's always better late than never. But again, with me being the wizard that I am, wizard is never late. Wizard is always exactly on time. Ladies, gentlemen, programs, users, and gentlefolk, welcome on in. It is Friday. The arcade is open. Hi. How y'all doing? Hope you're well. Why does my camera look so wonky? Gonna have to fix that. Let's fix the camera now. Because, you know, wow, it is really off. God. There it is. Oh, listen, don't start with me. Aim for the moon. If you miss, you will be among the stars. I mean, kind of, yeah, sort of. Pretty much. Sounds about right. Hi. How are you? Are you good? Are you having a good Friday so far? There almost wasn't a stream today. Let's just say it was just one of those. It was I had a good start to the day, and then my mood tanked pretty hard. And it's no, no fault of anyone. It's just one of those things that sometimes you struggle with when you're bipolar. Wait, what? Can't fix what is wrong with the way you look by messing with the camera. Listen. They say the magic permanent ban that chill the bone, make mods permanent and never recover. Fuck you. Except my permanent ban now. Don't listen. Screw you too, Slider. How are you doing? Slider, how's your day? Seriously, bro. That's how it's gonna be. You're just gonna be like, fuck you. Listen, I know the context to which Slider is speaking, and I mean, honestly, he's kind of brought that on himself. Do you see the song with Fireball in the title? I sent you in the Discord. What? No.
Execute Order 66.
Send me a song with Fireball in the title? Oh, I cast Fireball. Yes. I did see that. Yes. Sorry. Hi, Badger. Dementia Puppy. Mooing all night. Oh, puppy. Dementia. Oh, Dementia Puppy. Yikes. Dementia Puppy was sad. Oh. And seeing the thing is, though, is like, that's never going to get any easier for you, right? Like, that kind of sucks. How is everybody, though? Like, how are each and every one of you doing? Just let me... Apparently, I have... Where did it go? There we go. Gifts have been shipped. Okay, I'm just gonna check on the, yeah. We can adjust meds and soothe better. It's trending a bit. Hey, Wolf said, how are you? I'm glad that you're doing well. Any chance you listen to it? If so, thoughts? You're tired. Well, I mean, that's definitely to be expected, right? Tired is to be expected. Okay, I have no idea how this is being delivered, by the way. No idea. I don't know. Does not say. All I know is it says that the gift has been shipped. Let's see. Oh. Okay, hold on. Let's check that. It says it's UPS. Open link in new tab, please. Thank you. All right, hold on. I'm yeah. Allow. All right, because it's leaving from Edmonton. Fine. Next Tuesday. All right. Between 11:45 and 2:45. Okay. Okay. So that's like the stuff that you sent. Yeah. You're around 14 hours a week. Why don't you go back to sleep then? Someone found a Superman #1 in attic. Ooh. Oh. Damn. That's kind of big. That's huge. You're 14 hours awake, then go get some sleep, man. You're not expected to be here, you know. You're not expected to be here. Yeah. Literally the most expensive comic ever. Yes. Can confirm absolute most expensive comic ever. Now, here's the question. How old was it? Like, I mean, not old. What kind of condition was it in? Okay, this was 8 hours ago. Most expensive comic ever sold goes for $9.12 billion. Holy shit. It was a 9.0. Wow. Dude. It was a 9.0. Well, I'm glad that you want to be here, but believe me, it's not expected. I do appreciate it. Superman #1 copy found in attic becomes most expensive comic ever sold. A copy of the first ever issue of Superman, discovered in a Californian attic last year, has become the most expensive comic ever sold, fetching US $9.12 million at auction. Three brothers from Northern California discovered the issue of Superman #1 while clearing out their mother's attic after her death. The 1939 comic had been kept in a cardboard box protected by just a pile of old newspapers. Nevertheless, the comic, which originally sold for 10 cents, was found to be so well preserved that it was deemed the highest ever graded copy by Dallas-based auction house Heritage Auctions, which made the record-breaking sale on Thursday. The brothers, who have not been named, found a collection of old comics while clearing out their mother's property over the holiday season last year, the auction house said in a press statement issued before the sale. Their mother had always told them she had a valuable collection of comics, but they had never seen the prized editions for themselves. Dude, yeah, right. Basically sat untouched. California, low humidity, stable temp, I wouldn't even touch it, right? A non-collector may have tossed a stack of papers. But I mean, she told her children about this, right? Like, it's kind of crazy. Their mothers had always told them she had a valuable collection of comics, but they had never seen the prized editions for themselves. Up in the attic, they discovered 5 early issues of Action Comics, the anthology from National Allied Publications that first introduced Superman to the world. But it was a copy of Superman #1, the first time Clark Kent's alias appeared in his own dedicated comic after National Allied became Detective Comics, otherwise known as DC, as it is now famously known, that proved most promising. The late owner had bought the comics with her brother between the Great Depression and the Second World War, and later in life the pair had decided to pass them on to her sons, as the brother never married or had children. The youngest of the 3 brothers, who were in their 50s and 60s, said in the auction house statement, "This was never just about a collectible. This was a testament to memory, family, and the unexpected ways the past finds its way back to us." The comics had been a treasured refuge for the siblings who had grown up in a cramped apartment with few luxuries, he said, but they had each other and a shared love for comic books, he said. He said that the box had been hidden in the recess of the attic, adding that, but as the years unfolded, life brought about a series of losses and changes. The demands of everyday survival took center stage, and the box of comics, once set aside with care and intention, was forgotten until last Christmas. Man, that is insane. This thing was a 9.0. Holy shit. $9.12 million. I got an 1880, 1890 coins and stamps. Yeah, right? Crazy stuff like my turn. Yeah. Hobby pass to sons. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is, I mean, usually. I don't like your FFB upgrade. Why is my chat not working? Oh, I know. Hold on. I just realized I am so sorry. Dad forgot something. 1 second. It's not showing up on the screen. There's a reason it's not showing up on the screen. Just give me a moment. I don't have sons, but I've infected my nephew's heart. I mean, sometimes. Yeah, that was a fail. This is the fact that we're even right now. All right, there we go. I'm busy and I got things to do. Detangles yo-yo. Yeah. Uh-huh. You got things to do. You got to detangle that yo-yo. All right. Anyways, just gonna jump in. They hot fixed some stuff, so hopefully that means that it'll be nicer it'll be a little bit more performant today compared to yesterday. That's the hope. No guarantees, but that is the hope. If you were just joining us, welcome on in. Today is just going to be kind of a little bit of a short one. Oh, fuck off with it. Okay. Now I got to wait for this. Because if I try to sign in while it's doing this and I reset the freaking cape, I honestly think I'm going to keep an eye on it. You know what? I'm not even. Get your kid famous in Hollywood. Yeah. Get your kid famous in Hollywood. Then retire. Now who's paying the bills? Hollywood kid. Because AI taking the other jobs. I mean, listen, there's nothing stopping you at this point. You could still have child, make them famous, help them get famous, and have them pay the bills. Nothing stopping you from it. Except yourself. It's pure. It is purely your own inclination. So, Monday is going to be a shorter stream. I'm just going to let you guys know now because I have an over-the-phone appointment with my doctor at 3:15 p.m. on Monday. Hopefully, I'll have some news regarding the sleep study information, if we've got anything, if it's heard anything. I still have blood work that I need to get done, but because one of the tests costs like $80, and it's not covered, that has to come out of my own pocket. So I have not actually scheduled my blood work to get done because frankly I can't afford to pay $89 to get the blood work done. Oh, I didn't. You know what? We're gonna take the meteor. Okay, let's go. We're gonna take. So yeah. It's one of those, it's not me intentionally ignoring my health. It's quite frankly, there are certain things that, why won't it let me stack that? You know what? I don't have the patience for that right now. We're just going to throw, oh, really? Okay, throw that there. You. I'm going to carry one of those. I'm going to eat the chicken dinner. That's right. That's right. Get it into you. Get it into you. All right. There we go. Food's going up. Nom noms. And by the way, if you aren't already enjoying Star Citizen, settles down. Yeah. See, I'm wearing my hard brace right now because I don't have a choice. My right wrist has been bothering me, so it's not really optional. I understand what you mean, though. I just saw that blink, so we're gonna have to. Okay, gotta exit the menu. There's a reason. Yeah, for me, it is literally in here. Listen, yeah, you just might. It's not what you think. I had surgery 13 years ago now. To repair some tendon damage up here by my up towards my elbow. I'd actually, what had ended up happening is I had a tear in the muscle and the tendon in my right forearm, and when it healed, the muscle actually healed around the tendon in a very unusual way. So they had to go in 13 years ago and fix that up. And while they were in there, they also did a carpal tunnel release, because when they got in there through the when they were doing the imaging, they had the camera in there. They noticed that there was some oddities, and they did a bit of a carpal tunnel release, right? Oh yeah, no, like, yeah, and that's the thing. Trust me. For me, it's like a lot of the stuff that I suffer from is unfortunately self-inflicted, right? I did lead a very active, and by active, I mean like I was an adrenaline junkie, like a very active lifestyle. So there was a lot of rock climbing, there was rappelling, there was a lot of mountain, like downhill runs, like mountain bike runs, and bouncing off of trees, and martial arts, you know, multiple different styles of martial arts and training. You know, 4 years as a civilian instructor, which I still had to do the same things that the guys I was helping train for the Canadian Armed Forces went through. So a lot of wear and tear on my body. So I've got a lot of spinal cord damage. I've got a lot of like my vertebrae are screwed. Both my shoulders are shot. I'm falling apart at 52. I mean, the thing is though, is honestly, according to all metrics, I'm supposed to be in a wheelchair right now, so I still think I'm winning. All right, here's what I got to do. I got to fix the thing here, so just give me a moment. I'm not really sure what it's. Oh, I know what it's. There we go. Okay, hold on. Okay, so that should have fixed that. And boom, done. There we go. Okay, that should fix it. World had its way, you'd be 600 feet. I mean, it's not due to lack of trying. It's not the world, it's just the universe. I fly in the face of universal law all the time, because fuck what the universe says. When you're young, most items are on you. Most items are on you to slowly stretch it out unless you're ripped. Yoga solves a lot. It does, honestly. I can, yeah. A lot of what I do now for exercise is pretty much it's mobility. It is what they refer to as mobility training. Yeah, see, here's the thing, that the idea of getting body work done, which I know what you mean. It's like, you know, the going and getting the proper like tissue massage, like deep tissue massage and stuff like that. Well, no, but the thing, yeah, I'm not 100% aimed at. No, I know you're not. Trust me, if I could afford to do that, I would do it. 100%. It's teaching angles, etc. too. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 100%. Like, I do what I can, but then I do have days where like I'll be fine when I wake up, and then, you know, a few hours into the day, and all of a sudden, like right now, right, like I'm pushing right here, there's a little, there's a nerve nodule where I'm pushing here on my elbow, right? And I'm subsequently pushing just underneath here with my thumb, right? And I'm just rolling, right? Because like doing this, and then you do the opposite, right? And the reason I'm doing it like that is because that is actually helping alleviate the pain that I feel here, on the back of my hand right now. Right. Oh no, yeah. PT is a great way of measuring things. Absolutely. Oi. All right, let's get our ship back out here. We're gonna take the meteor. I'm still taking the meteor. It is still happening, right? Like, but yeah, no, I get it. Like, and that's the thing. Like, my knuckles needing to be cracked because, yeah, and that's so. I used to crack my knuckles a lot when I was younger, and I'm glad it was such a hard habit to stop though. Because if you, like, that's the thing, like, it feels good to do that, but then when you find out what it actually ends up doing to your joint when you do that to yourself, it's like, I'm glad I quit. Ice then heat. Yeah. Well, and now the downside is for some of my stuff, I cannot use ice. It's the part of the things that I deal with, the recommended therapy is heat only. I cannot use ice on it. And that's actually due to some nerve sensitivity issues. Now, again, it's specific places I can't use ice. It doesn't mean all of it, just some of it. Okay, elevator, there we go. Also, it might not necessarily be next week, but I might go on Wednesday with Eliza. So we might not stream on Wednesday next week because I might go to Toronto with her again. But that's because I've got an item here from IKEA that is missing a very integral part that they can't replace over the phone. You literally have to take the box in to the store because it is a main part of a shelf unit. I can't even build the shelf without this piece. Is there any evidence that cracking your knuckles is actually bad though? Yes, there is actual evidence to prove that cracking your knuckles is bad for you. There is evidence to prove that. I'm sure Slider can. Where though? There's plenty of medical information out there showing exactly the damage that you do when you crack your knuckles. Like, what you're actually supposed to do is you're supposed to, instead of cracking your knuckles, you're supposed to actually hold your fingertip and twist, and then, and just rotate your hand, right, to stretch the knuckle out. You're not supposed to crack the knuckle, because what you're doing is you're popping air bubbles that are currently in the joint, and what that ends up doing is it wears down the joint. Right? And I'm going on like from working with a kinesiologist, right? So you're supposed to just rotate. You're not ever supposed to crack your knuckles, because cracking is, here's the thing, think of it this way. What happens when you crack your neck? What can happen? Add medical journal. Yeah. And then look for peer reviewed. Yes. Text like, I know how to Google.
You are clear to launch.
Thank you for visiting New Baggage.
All right. Are we? Oh, whoa. Oh, Jeez. There it is. All right. Oh, but now here's the thing.
Bye.
And let's put a little bit of a common sense spin on this too. All right. What is the benefit to doctors and physiotherapists and physical therapists and kinesiologists concurrently stating that it is bad for you to crack your knuckles or crack your back or crack your joints? What is the potential gain for them to tell you that? Freely, of course. What is the potential gain of them telling you that freely, of course? With no expectation. Because it's not like that they're going to be able to promote any kind of, if they're telling you and giving you the information from a professional standpoint to not do this thing because it can prevent this, this, and this. And mainly it's just wear and tear on your joints. And it can help prevent the onset of arthritis by not doing that thing. But they're giving you the information for free with no expectation that you're going to, they're not trying to push some kind of a medication. They're not trying to push some kind of, treatment course that is going to cost you money. It's just something that you can do for free that will help prevent something. Why is that such a problem for people to take at face value? Manual labor, biting nails, smoking, drinking alcohol. It is concluded that habitual knuckle cracking results in functional hand impairment. Official government, U.S. government stance. Second result on DuckDuckGo search result. Ah, yeah, here we go. We're getting away from the Google stuff. That's the important thing, I think. With PDF study attached, 300 person, not one guy. Well, that's the thing, right? Like, if you're only doing one guy, that's not going to really show any kind of data. One human being being studied for this thing does not show enough data. Can we give Slider permission for the link? Slider, you gotta ask. Permit. Can we get an exclamation permit for 2 Slider, please? One of my mods could potentially do that. Please pay. All right. While they're doing that, I will say this: my hands physically feel better. My knuckles physically feel better, and have for years now, ever since I stopped cracking balls. You can take it as you want. All right, hold on. Wait, what? Why was... Okay, hold on. Listen, we didn't... Somebody... Hold on. Let me... Okay. Slider. There you go. Post the link. You've been permitted, sir. There it is. I mean, you can do what you want with that information. I'm not going to sit here and blow smoke up anybody's ass and tell them that they have to, or it is still your choice to do what you do, right? It's kind of the beauty of, human beings. We have this notion of free will and choice. Not to take sides, right? We could have a deeper convo if we wanted, is what you asked. I didn't dig deeper, right? But there is more data. Like, here's the thing. I do have times when my hands hurt, but that is actually because of the onset of arthritis. And cracking your knuckles if you have arthritis, or cracking your joints if you have arthritis, does not make it better. It does in fact make it worse because it causes swelling, and it's the swelling that you want to remove from the knuckle for it to function properly. But another thing that also helps, proper hydration. Drink your motherfucking water. Drink your fucking water. It's a big dot. Is it? I'm gonna have to check that out, honestly. Hold on. I want to see. Oh, why would you? It's 2 pages. Maybe if I get motivated. 2 pages isn't that bad. I'd even read that. That's not that bad, even by my standards. All right, so we're heading back. Oh, I saw a news article that that heavily processed food is bad for you more than well, of course, heavily processed food is going to be bad for you. Yeah, it's not. I don't think we have a Knuckle Association of America. I don't think we do. I don't know. I don't take it as like. Remember how we would probably make fun of people because of the, you know, what we used to refer to as old wives' tales? Like a traditional mustard plaster on your, on your chest or on the bottom of your feet, helping draw certain toxins out of your body and everything, right? Oh yeah, no, supermarket bread's fucking terrible, dude. Supermarket bread is the fucking worst. Have you ever seen, okay, I was about to say, have you ever seen the knuckles of somebody who continuously cracked their knuckles like multiple times a day, daily, for decades and decades, and how they've got these tiny, thin fingers, but they've got these fat, fucking gnarly ass freaking knuckles on them? Yeah, supermarket bread. Even supermarket bread here is terrible. Just like it is in Europe. Number one, supermarket bread has a lot, again, everything is ultra processed. The flour is ultra processed. All of the ingredients, even the yeast that they use to make that bread is ultra processed shit. It's not good. Yeah, exactly. It's built to be shelf stable, not good. Also, a lot of these companies tend to throw addictive things into it, like salt. Has anybody ever wondered why sodium is probably one of the highest parts of content in most processed food? Because salt makes it taste better and it makes you want to eat more. Because chemicals. It's classified as cake. Listen, Wolf's Head, it's not even cake. It's yoga mats. It's fucking rubber. It's yoga mats. Salt is how you keep your Donner jerky stable. Shit. It's kind of crazy, even in Europe, where they have some fairly strict food standards. Y'all got some pretty fucked up shit going on over there with some of your processed food, man. Rugby snacks, yeah. Oh no, I know it's the level of sugar. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. The amount of sugar and salt that is in freaking the bread from Subway is terrible. Can't recommend. By the way, just ask Frightful Mage. I ruin food for people. I ruin food for people. No, the Silk Road was mostly spices and salt. Actually, if I remember correctly, a lot of Roman legionnaires were paid in salt. They were worth their weight in salt. Yeah, I ruin food for people. When you start breaking down, yeah, salt, that's right. Yep. There's a reason why the term worth its weight in salt exists. Take the length of the road. Silk Road ran from China, India to the Middle East. Use it everywhere. Spices had regional value. Salt had value everywhere. That was the crazy part. And yes, I ruin food for people because I start breaking down exactly chemically what is in the food and why you shouldn't be putting those chemicals into your body and what they do to your body. And I ruin food for people. It's why neither one of my kids will touch Nutella anymore. They will not eat Nutella or Cheese Whiz or cheese slices. They won't eat fucking Kraft slices. Nutella, it's because of the palm oil. Cheese Whiz and Kraft cheese slices, like American cheese slices, you guys like to say in the US, are one chemical component away from being pure fucking plastic. They're one chemical component away from being fucking pure plastic. I'm sorry. I may, like, I love grilled cheese, but I'll make grilled cheese with actual fucking cheese. Oh, Nestle fucked us good. And a lot of vegetable oil. Yeah. Or there were a lot of things where they use HFs, you know, like high fructose corn syrup, like HFCS, right? Is a very popular ingredient for a lot of things too, which is terrifying because we know exactly what high fructose corn syrup does to the human body, especially our brains. It's hard not to touch corn sugar though. You know how much stuff it's put into? It's crazy. It is ridiculous how many things. Yeah, corn that soda up. I prefer cane, like cane sugar's good. I honestly think that like more things should be using cane sugar rather than corn sugar. Easier, everything is listed. Everything is listed. The funny thing is though, here's the problem though. Food production, food manufacturing companies have found creative ways that are still legitimate to list things like high fructose corn syrup without calling it high fructose corn syrup.
Okay. Looks like we have
They get very creative and they don't get busted for it because it's still classified as a legitimate chemical solution showing exactly what the thing is. They just don't have to openly call it high fructose corn syrup. Well, the thing is though is, you know, there's an easy rule. If you're looking at the label for something that you were about to buy, especially if it's something that you're going to eat, and you can't pronounce any of the fucking things on that label, you shouldn't be eating the goddamn thing. You should not be putting that in your mouth. You would be safer to go outside and lick the asphalt. It would be safer to go outside and lick the fucking sidewalk than eat most things you buy off the shelf in a grocery store. I wish I was joking. What was that fat that most places have stopped using? That's dumb. An apple has shit in it I can't pronounce. Look at the pack. Here's the thing. If you buy an apple, you know it's an apple. I'm talking about processed packaged food. Stuff that came out of a factory. Not you go out, you walk up to a tree, you pick an apple and put it on a shelf in a store and sell it. It has a best before date. It has a very short lifespan. Natural. Exactly. Apple doesn't have an ingredient list on it, nor does it need one. And if you need an ingredient list for a damn apple, it's a problem. What I'm saying, though, is the food that you generally buy in a grocery store that is packaged, it is packaged to be shelf stable. That means preservatives. It is the preservative and all the extra shit that they put in it to make it tasty. Because if it was healthy, chances are, according to most regulations, they would have to pull all the cellulose filler out, which, by the way, cellulose is disgusting. But it is used as filler for a lot of things. Yeah, the trans fat, that's right. Thing is, though, is small amounts of trans fats are actually, you naturally find it in most meats. It's healthy. As long as you're not, you know, having mass amounts of it. Yeah, and it's about moderation. The problem is a lot of us have gotten so used to the convenience of fast food, of prepackaged. We can't be bothered to cook anymore, right? Yeah, no, no, older manufacturing, they did. They deep fried the shit out of everything. It's true. Absolutely. They deep fried the hell out of all of it. I think we're gonna have to take that meteorite. Yeah, I ruin food for a lot of people. I am a label reader. Now, I've come to understand in a lot of cases how food manufacturers hide the garbage by naming it something else. What's your favorite food group? Funyuns. Actually, I like vegetables. I wouldn't have listen, Eliza and I wouldn't have a garden that we, work on during the summer if we didn't like our veggies. And I'll also tell you, the crazy part is you can tell the difference between stuff that is from a factory farm and the stuff that you actually grow yourself. There is 100% a fucking difference. I'm a rules lawyer. Got kicked from an RPG because aren't all lawyers supposed to be rules lawyers? I mean, one would think so, but that doesn't necessarily make it true. That's not what I want, actually. Corticopen? No. You know what? No. Put that away. Put that away. Put it away. Nope. Oh, yeah. Okay. Wait, what? Why are there? Oh my. Why are there so many body? What is happening here? Chat, why are there so many bodies there? Who played the fuck around and find out game and lost? That's what that feels like. D&D game, they don't even follow their posted rules. I mean, some people go off book, right? Like, it's okay. Sometimes you get creative, especially DMs. You know what I'm talking about. I don't RP, I don't D&D. First rule, GM is God. Yes. And therefore all other rules become moot. My favorite RP is skip dialogue. What Two-Sider is trying to say is unless there is a romance option, he doesn't want to know. No romance, don't know. Don't want to know. No romance options. Don't want to know. Even then. He just wants to know that there's a romance option. It's not about the convo. Of course not. Of course it's not. Of course it's not about the conversation. Why would it be? See, here's the thing. I'm pretty sure I pay them to leave. Here's the thing. I'm pretty sure Frightful Mage is glad that I'm no longer his roommate, because that means he can start enjoying things like, you know, like cheese slices and cheese whiz and Nutella and all the other stuff that I ruined for him. Because I'm like, listen, you wouldn't go and huff the fumes off the back end of a car from a tailpipe, so why are you putting that in your body? First rule is use these books, refer to the books. Are you suggesting he's buying company? Who, what, Frightful? No, he's not buying company. I mean, when I was 8, I would. Later on, we say we don't use encumbrance. Yeah, see? Hashtag 80s, there you go. Use these books for reference and then don't use the books. I mean, listen, sometimes you just got to be creative. Play it how you want to play it, right? Just remember, the goal of the player in any D&D campaign is to ruin the best laid plans of the GM. I was elected to lead, not to read. I had a dimensional bag of holding, so, you know, otherwise known as my prison pocket. The goal is to ruin the DM for sure. If they don't have a good plan, that ain't on me. If you want to be God, do your job. That's right. Exactly. Exactly. Rules are for those who don't want to have fun in life. If I outsmart you, then you a chump. I know a lot of people that used to DM campaigns that refused to DM at all anymore because they kept getting outsmarted and they got mad about it. And it's like, your goal of as the DM is to create the most immersive and best experience that anyone playing a tabletop role RPG can have. My goal as the player is to ruin all your best plans in the most swift possible way. My goal is to make jokes. There you go. Call lightning. They have it affect the entire radius. I mean, I don't see the problem with it. Have you ever seen what lightning does in reality? Shit. I think that's fair. Lightning doesn't have a 120-foot radius or a 120-foot range. Lightning can spread out hundreds of feet from a strike. Hi, Casper. Hell, I've seen electricity arc from a light switch to somebody's hand over 5 feet. That's just from a light switch. That's just 120 volts. It's like not even, that's enough to give you a tickle. I died by slipping in a puddle. Here's the thing. So when I was much younger, when I was in high school, I was a stickler for rules. It was like, if the book said it was this, then it had to be this, and I would fight it. I learned to relinquish on that and just have fun with it. It doesn't matter the rules anymore. Just have fun with it, right? Like, I became one of those people. Rather than being a stickler for the rules, I learned to just enjoy the experience and enjoy the storytelling rather than like, well, it has to be this because the book says it's this. It's like, I stepped out of my own way, because in a lot of cases I found I was not having fun, but the reason I wasn't having fun was because I was being too rigid on things. I understand the point though, like, don't create the rules and don't use the rules as a reference if you're not going to abide by them, but sometimes you just got to be a little more freewheeling, right? Just sort of experience it. Weather? Here? Wow. Damn. I'm sorry you ate that chair. Stop tripping. It was bad rolls, and I think our GM hated me. I mean, yeah, sometimes, listen, that's true. Sometimes GMs hate party members. It's true. It is true. So Casper, you have a fairly impressive collection of photos there from Need for Speed Heat. Okay, so we've got, what do we got here from Origin? We got a 600i. All right, 85x, 890 jump. Exploration passenger. This is all we've got from Origin? Do we not? 100i, 125i, 125, 135c, 300i, 315p, 325 interceptor, 350. Our racing 400i, 600i, exploration expedition, 85x limited, 890 jump, M50 interceptor, the X1, the X1 force, X1 velocity. Okay, you know what? Let's go see if we can. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really. We might have to check this one out. By the way, the Salvation. We might have to check the. I don't know how I feel about this one though. I'm not sure. But by the way, as you guys can see, the frame rate is way better now. Is this the? That's the Meteor. I want a Paladin. Let's be real. I want a Paladin. By the way, the Perseus. Perseus is a great ship. Awkward as shit to fly though. And if you're flying this thing solo, you have no weapons to use. Don't mention the rolls. The odds of 320s in 3 rolls is 1 in 8,000. They did it on a regular basis. Sorry, really sore point for me. I mean, that's sometimes we have those things from, you know, gaming, like whether it's tabletop or otherwise, that, you know, just kind of sticks in your craw, right? Like, oh, this is the wolf. Hello. This, okay, so this. Wow, this is. I like that. No step. Are you sure? I'm stepping on it right now, bro. I'm stepping all over it. So this is, yeah, this is the wolf. This is I love it. Just has this, like, yeah, there you go. Right, the L21 wolf. Wait, this is not the wolf though. Or is, oh, is this the racing skin for it? Oh my god, this is, this gives me Star Wars vibes. The L21 here, this ship absolutely reminds me. I want to sit in it, chat. Why won't it let me sit in the goddamn... It won't let me sit in it, chat. All I wanted to do was sit in the goddamn thing. It won't let me sit in it. I just wanted to sit in the L21. This reminds me of something from Star Wars. So you got the L21 Wolf and the L22 Alpha. Is it December 4th yet? No. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It reminds me of a Naboo style fighter. Yeah. You'll be in Royal Starship vibes? Yeah. Naboo. It does remind me of the Naboo starfighter. Absolutely. I like it though. I like the lines of it. So I feel like the Apollo. So we've got the Apollo and the triage. We got the Apollo medevac and the triage. Yeah, yeah, I saw that December 4th. No, Louisiana has not released yet. Not yet. Soon. Steve Naboo? Is that a Naboo in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Okay, what do we got here from Drake? Let's have a look. Okay, the Golem Ox. This is a small cargo variant of the Golem, which I have the mining ship, but okay. The Ox. Do we have a placard? Let's have a look. The Golem Ox. Drake is with the Golem Ox. Drake has transformed the dependable workhorse into the ideal cargo ship for hauling supplies and equipment. Made for pilots who prefer function over frills, the Ox doubles the capacity of the original room with 64 SCU and features a tractor beam to make cargo transfer smooth as silk. Striking green and blue highlights elevate the black base paint cipher livery. Okay, so all right, nice. That is what in the fuck is this? The Dragonfly? Wait, no, that's not. Okay, we've got the Star. Dragonfly. No. What is this? The Clipper. Excuse me? What in the... What is this ship? Is that cargo? No. No, that can't be. No. No. Maybe? Okay, well, that's... Oh, well, hey, we just walked right into an active reactor core. Fan-frickin-tastic. Engineering great. Is this a med bay? Is it? Is this a med bay? Yes or no? Tier 3 med bed. Well, that's nice. Hey, look at that. Okay, so this comes with a tier 3 medical bay. Tier 3, huh? Interesting. All right, what the hell is this ship for then? What is this ship, bro? It's not cargo. Enter pilot seat. Okay, hold on. What in the actual hell is the Clipper? Drake Clipper. Focus versatile. If there's one thing every captain needs to take to heart as they prepare to jump across the stars, it's expect the unexpected. With a cargo bay, medical facilities, and crafting capabilities. Along with Drake's practical design sensibility, the Clipper is the perfect all-arounder for any new spacefaring enterprise. The dynamic stylings of the Regatta livery. Okay, so it's a manufacturing ship. Why is it so ugly, man? I'm not used, like, there's normally something about Drake ships that I'm like, yeah, this is a nice ship. This is ugly. I'm not sure how to feel about this one. This one's butt-ass ugly. I mean, technically, you could use the cargo ramp quite easily for cargo. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. I think this ship is ugly AF. I'm not really a fan. Not a fan. I mean, I like the fact that it's at least got tier 3 medical, which is dope, but manufacturing capability though? Where's the manufacturing capability? Hot surface. Oh, wait. I think it's basically gonna have like a built-in 3D printer of sorts, huh? Okay. All right, I think I've seen enough for this one for the Clipper. I had to check this one out just because we didn't see this yesterday. So it's like, okay, well, we'll come in a little further, come in a little deeper, you know. Gray Cat, well, we're familiar with, what is, okay, hold on, wait a minute. Okay, so I have one of those. This is the PTV, right? I have a rock. It's just the rock. I have one of these mining vehicle. What is this? The MTC. Is that? The MDC. Military? It's got to be military use, yeah? Grey Cat MDC. It's combat. Building upon a robust and sturdy industrial frame, Grey Cat has crafted the MDC Mobile Defense Center into an effective combat vehicle ready to protect your interests from remote mining sites to patrolling high-value processing centers, thanks to its mounted PDS. Oh, disguise the silhouette of the MDC with the snow and gray digital camo. Okay, so wait. Oh. Is that an automated freaking, is that, please tell me that's a remote turret. Or it's automated. It's got to be automated. It's automated. It's an automated defense turret. That one's an automated defense turret. So you don't actually have to have somebody operating it. Okay, so this one has a remote turret. That one's a remote turret. And the MDC, by the look of it, is an, yeah. So this is a single use. The turret itself is actually automated. Nice. Okay. Yo, how's that pool noodle taste in there, Casper? Okay. Yeah, again, as you can see, we've definitely got a lot better performance today than we did yesterday. Oh, I love me some Behringer freaking, the Behringer arms is like, ooh. Oh yeah. Behringer Applied Technology. That's right, BAT. BAT. It's BAT. Behringer Applied Technology. BAT. That's all the Origin stuff. See, here's the. I mean, like the 400i. It's. This ship looks too bougie for me. All right. Let me be real. So this here is for you to put like like one of the bikes. Right. So this is where you're supposed to put one of the bikes. I love that animation, how everything just sort of like unfolds. All right, so I've never really spent a whole lot of time on one of these. Okay, I mean, that's cool. Escape pods. That's some weird freaking loopy physics going on there. I'm not sure what that's about, but okay, so like I said, this is supposed to be bougie, right? Climate controlled. Climate controlled what the? Is this a cargo pod? Nope. Nope, this is engineering. This is engineering. Okay. All right, there's cargo. This ship is bougie, man. Look at this. Look at how clean the lines are. There's like, you'd be afraid to get dirt in this thing. Escape pods. Always nice. I'd be afraid to have, like, I'd be afraid to sneeze in this ship, okay? So this is the habitation deck. This is the bath, bro. What? Okay, well, there's the bridge. Pilot seat. Co-pilot, probably remote gunner, be my guess. Executive suite, man, look at this. Roof 3. Captain's quarters, crew quarters. Dude, this is bougie, man. Yo, yo, yo. Hey, excuse me. Someone wanna... you know, maybe, you know, throw a bag of chips my way? Man, color changing freaking lighting and everything too. God damn. I'll take them potato chips. So the hab deck, yeah. Technical deck. This is just like completely insane. It's a fancy space yacht, chat. This ship is a space yacht. And so this area here is technically built for like one of these things. Like the Velocity. Man, I don't know. I just couldn't see myself flying that. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people love that ship, but I'm just not. I'm not I'm not vibing with it. Oh, excuse me. That was very rude. You know, I'm not a fan of the kitty cat. It's just, it's not my thing. The cat is not my thing there. The Hello Kitty grav bike, anti-grav bike, just not doing it for me. Just saying. So Casper, have you been like? I know you were talking a bit yesterday about how, you know, with you took a bit of time, you know, away from things and everything, and you made the transition over to being pescatarian. Have you been doing a lot more cycling or anything since, like, along with that, as part of that? That it is mining. Of course it's. Look at that. God, that ship is beautiful. Freaking love it. Grand mining, hand mining. Dolavine. Hadnite. Aphorite. Nice. I'm glad that you've really gotten back into a lot of that stuff by the sound of it. I mean, it doesn't sound like you ever really got out of it. It's just like all things, like most of us end up having to stop doing certain activities because, you know, we've either been too hard on our physical bodies, or there's the C1 spirit too. That is such a ship. Is this? Oh. There's the I want the Guardian. Oh, I love this ship. This is the Guardian MX. Okay, what's with the MX? Heavy fighter, taking the framework of the Guardian fighter and adding even more offensive options. The Mirai Guardian MX packs additional firepower and armor, ideal for overwhelming opponents. While not as nimble as the base Guardian, this heavy fighter is still more agile than many other ships in its class. White lettering of the Mirai name and logo pop against the midnight blue and crimson red of the Eventide. I mean, so yeah, this is definitely sucks. Ooh, oh, it's so nice. Going up. Yeah. So, as you can see, like, definitely a heavy fighter, right? Ventilation. This doesn't have, no. Doesn't have quarters. Not in the traditional sense. The Guardian does not have a bed. Engineering terminal, wait, what? Coming soon. But I mean, when you think about it, though, there's the suit locker. With it being a heavy fighter. This ship makes me feel like I kind of get the, what is it? Deploy armor? Fuck. Holy shit. Okay, that's kind of cool. This reminds me of The Last Starfighter. I just wish my father would be more responsible with his dietary health choices. You know, I get that. The best that, unfortunately, in like Best you can do is just take care of yourself and hope that it all kind of, you know, works out for you. Right? Like, because if you're taking care of yourself, that's all you can really do at the end of the day. And I understand what you mean about, you know, you wish your father would be more responsible about, you know, the lifestyle choices and things like that, but it sucks because we want them to, we want people we care about to stick around longer in our lives, but sometimes we just really not much we can do about it either, right? 3 cents put in back in January, stuck to the doctor's orders for 3 days, and went right back to what he was doing. Yeah. Yeah. Consolidated Outland. What is the Nomad? Ah, see, the Nomad is just a giant space pickup truck. Not a fan of the Nomad. See, as somebody who has reformed their ways, I used to do the same thing. I don't really pay attention to the doctor's orders. I didn't really do anything with the doctor. And then, you know, you run into some complications. And I realized if I didn't start listening to my doctor, that I wasn't going to be a very happy human being. So I started listening to my doctor, and things have improved greatly. He now drives 2 doors down to his... He drives? He's 2 doors down. Dude, it's like a 3-minute walk. It would be better for his heart, that's for damn sure. I was about to say, how old is your how old is stepmother? Hold on. Oh, I'm trying to like push, and I just realized that that sounds like somebody else's father I know. I'm not pointing fingers or naming names, but it sounds oddly familiar. Fortune. Okay, so Fortune is a salvage ship. For those ready to elevate their profession to the next level, the engineers at MISC have carefully crafted the Fortune as the best-in-class small reclamation vessel. Equipped with a versatile salvage arm and cargo lift, the MISC Fortune is built from the struts up to turn trash into treasure. I'm never told thank you when I make dinner. Just remember, unfortunately, some people are never going to change. When your mother, okay, here's the question. When your mother was still around, did he thank her when she made dinner? That's like asking a leopard to not have spots. You know, unfortunately. Oh, we love us some Argo raft action. Oh God, I love this. This is one of my favorite freaking small cargo ship or medium-sized cargo ships here. The raft is just like, ooh, look at it, it's sexy. It's big and it's orange. It's like a giant freaking space pumpkin. The Argo raft features a hefty 96 SU cargo hold and is capable of carrying up to 3 standardized 32 SU cargo containers. Oh yeah. Oh, that is such a great looking ship. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna. All right, wait. You know what? I'm gonna go check the other one. Y'all are too busy blowing each other there. We're here. Oh yeah, we're gonna go and look at the anvil for sure. We already looked at the Asperia stuff. Yeah, we've been down through where the Origin 400 and everything is, so we're gonna. You broke my chips. The massive fallout between him and my sister. Oh, your sister thought your sister called him out for taking advantage of you? I bet my Wookiee. I bet my Wookiee. All right, I've not actually had a look at the Paladin inside, so I think we need to have a look. Well, no, we looked at it yesterday. Never mind. But yeah, we looked at this yesterday. Never mind. I'm an idiot. How did I forget that? So this is a drop ship. I'll bend your Wookiee. Looks sideways at the RSI CAPTCHA. Remote turret, remote turret. So this is a support ship. This is a drop ship. Looks upside down at the RSI CAPTCHA. Pilot, co-pilot. Well, if you stop looking at things sideways, then maybe it'll stop being a dick to you. 1, 2, and over here should be 3. Captain's quarters, yeah. Oh wait, 1, 2. Okay, crew of 4. There or engineering. Washroom. Okay, so yeah, the Paladin is, I mean, as support ships go, it's pretty interesting. Literally feels like he cares more for now, I imagine she's probably fairly advanced in age. All right, anyway. How do you determine up in space anyway? Oh, his stepmother is only a few years, what, only a few years older than him? How young was she when she hitched up to your grandfather? What the frack? Is she hot? You're not living out some weird fantasy there, sir. Come on. That's just wrong. That's nasty. No, we're not pressing Y to romance. I am pressing X to doubt. All right, so I really like that ship, but man, it is a terrible ship to fly solo. Got to do it between major missions. Major mission? I don't recall there being any major missions here. Y'all got any of that there? Water? Apparently not. Nope. Freaking water. How it? You know what? Doesn't matter. Mother. Don't space warm me. His biological mother died from cancer back in 1998. Yeah. Damn, I thought I was gonna hit her in the head. Grandfather remarried it. Wow, really? In 2000. Okay, so we got the medevac, we got the triage. I'm just, medical ships are kind of like, eh. Like I've got a lot of this stuff here. We've already flown the Meteor, right? The Mantis and the Meteor. So the Mantis is an interdiction ship. The Meteor is a medium fighter. We could fly a Polaris, but again, the problem is, while the Polaris is a wonderful ship, you don't solo fly the goddamn thing, okay? You need a freaking team. You know what? We're gonna rent it anyway. There's a reason. There's a reason we're gonna rent it. We're gonna redo the. That. Okay, yep. I mean, might as well. It's free. Scorpius, right? Because, you know, everybody loves the Scorpius. I was supposed to move to Colorado. Yeah, you were gonna move with your. You're gonna move closer to your sister, right? Dude, Colorado. Honestly, Colorado would be phenomenal for cycling. How far? Okay, here's a question. How far away is Aurora from where Tiger lives? Where Tiger Rider lives in Denver? 600i. Yeah. Robert Space Industries. We're gonna re-rent the Perseus, even though I've got less than 30 minutes. Yeah, there you go. I mean, it sucks that your father's kind of. It sounds like you've got some resentment building by the sound of it, and it's basically East Denver. And I mean, I understand how that might be too, right? Like, let's put the helmet back on, please. Thank you. All right, helmet's back on. All right, so I guess the question is, what keeps you there? What keeps you remaining there instead of doing what you wanted to do and, you know, going off and living your life? Okay, so tomorrow is Drake Interplanetary. 29th is Best in Show. Okay, I mean, we've got some time. By the way, if you didn't already know, Free Fly is currently on until December 3rd. So if you've wanted to try Star Citizen, just, you know, haven't decided to purchase it yet, now is your time to actually try it out for free. Just download and install the client. Give it a try. If you like it, awesome. If you don't, you didn't lose any money. Always a good deal, right? You didn't lose out on anything. Maybe a little bit of time. I'm going to throw that link down. You know, just in case. I went to Trinity Public University up the hill. Suburbs are pushed into Denver borders. Okay, so we're gonna head out here. The Perseus really is an incredible looking ship, by the way. But Jesus, like, wait, that's not the Perseus, is it? No, that's no. That's the Polaris. That's a Polaris. I was like, the Perseus is a nice ship. No, that's... Wait. No. No. That's... That's Perseus. Right? Yeah, that's Perseus. I'm like, no, that's Polaris. No, that is the Perseus. That we've been trying that one out. It's kind of cool. Kind of dope. So the Perseus can be flown by a crew of 7. It's a Corvette class ship. The Polaris, actually, you know what? Hold on. Before we go, we're gonna do this because I want you guys to I want you guys to see what the Polaris actually looks like. Actually, no, this is smaller than a Polaris. The Polaris is a Corvette class ship. It's actually classified as a heavy gun ship. But now we've gotta run. Oh wait, hold on. Where's my? Before we go up there, we're here right now. Nope. Where's my jacket? Where are the jackets? Where's the? Nope, that's the RSI stuff. Okay. We're here. We gotta grab the merch. Okay, we gotta grab all the freaking. Gotta grab the goodies, right? Gotta grab the swag. Virgin? Nope. None of those. Nope. 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 Excuse me. Where's the where's the swag bag? Where's the stuff? Where's the jacket?
I'll completely off stims.
IAE 2955. Where's the jacket? Chat? Wait, what? 2955. Well, I don't want the. Where's the jacket? They used to have a leather jacket. Fuck. All right, fine. Buy one of those. And buy it in gray. We'll buy one of the shirts in black. Damn it. Okay. We're going back up. No edging, please. It is all edging. What? Why? What? Wait. Who are we edging? Who? No edging, please. I'm guessing your mind boo would be homeless in the gutter. Okay. Where is it? Where? Yeah, we'll rent one of those too. Why not? It's free. Polaris Combat Corvette. There it is. We're gonna rent this. This is the one we're flying back to New Babbage, by the way. Just for giggles. I breathe sewer muck. Yeah, I mean, and you know what, Casper, that's fair. That's fair, right? Like, yeah, doctor patient stuff. Yeah, I get it. I understand. That's always the problem too, right? Like sometimes you end up with like health complications or family with health complications, and it makes things more difficult than it had to be. I was craving sugar, so I have these guava candies. Is this blue cabbage? No, this is Orison. Honestly, that's kind of the nice thing about cycling. You're outside, you're physically active, but you're engaging, you're out and engaging with nature, which can be like, sometimes that's what you need, right? You just need that. Yeah, endorphins. Oxygen, yep. Open space. Sometimes we need that, though. We need that connection to nature. It's fucking good for us. It really is. That strange. Okay, let's do this. Then do this. Oh, I know why. Never mind. I get it. I understand. Never mind. I know what I did wrong. That's what I thought. I do not like the film grain that they've added to this, and I would like to remove it because it makes the clouds look freaking terrible. Yeah, I mean, podcasts can be... There's some pretty good podcasts out there. Away from the Smog and equivalent as well, right? Astronomy podcast? Dude. Oh my god, that is some next level stuff.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
Okay, chat, are you ready? How many of you here have actually seen the Polaris as a ship? By the way, this thing can launch fighter aircraft. So be prepared. It is large. When I mean large, a Polaris, I think fully crewed, needs 420. Hold on. You know what? Let's actually have a look at this. I want to double check. I want to make sure that I'm giving you the correct information. A minimum of 16 people is needed for functional crew. But official sources, suggesting a crew size between 6 and 12, while some estimates go as high as 14 or more. So it is a Corvette class ship. The ship has a minimum crew of 16, a minimum crew of 6, maximum crew of 12, has beds for 12, and suit lockers for 10. Weapon racks for 10. Official crew size, 6 to 10 people. Okay, so that's for the RSI Polaris. Okay, here it is. In summary, the Polaris needs a minimum, or Sorry. Needs 16 people to fully function. A fully staffed ship could require up to 32 crew members. I want real French baguette. I mean, listen. Need lunch meat. Lunch will be served. Ooh, give me that baguette. I love me a baguette. I love me a baguette. Okay. So that's the Polaris. What about the Perseus? By the way, the RSI Perseus that we were messing around with yesterday, 6 people. The Perseus only takes 6 people. Yeah. Okay, let's go here. Intergalactic Aerospace Expo 2955. Whoa.
Oh my.
Cider's getting all the attention. One massage therapist. There you go. I've also discovered that I love smoked fish. See, I am, excuse me? Wait, what? I would like the spaceport, please. Are we in the spaceport? No, wait. Yeah, we are. Never mind. I'm an idiot. The flavor? Really? I'm unhealthy because I like my fish deep fried. These are the daily rentals. I kind of thought that they might do something with that, but yeah. The flavor? What flavor am I? Good question. I don't know. What flavor are you? Why are there all the... You know what? It doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't care why there are bodies here. It's not my problem. Looks like somebody played a game of fuck around and find out. Spicy. I've never been able to handle fried fish.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
We're gonna go with the Polaris. Cargo 576. Minimum crew of 12. All right, we're going to take this out for a tour. Even though this ship is massive.
Please visit us again.
We're going to my extra large hangar, chat. This is what happens when you get swole. Hey, nothing wrong with crockpot. You leave my crockpot alone. I swear to God. Come for my crockpot. I'll fight you. I love me a little crotch pot cooking. I like me some battered deep fried shrimp. Honestly, it's the only way I'll eat the shrimp. It's the only way I'll eat it. Okay, chat. Are you ready for this? This is the Polaris. If you've not actually seen this ship before, be prepared. This thing's a tour. This is a you need a vehicle. God damn. Look at the size of this thing. This is a Corvette class starship. Can use cheaper cuts and still be fork tender. That's true. That is true. Hey, I'm fine with the po' boy. You can call me out for being po'. I don't care. I will take the po' boy all day, every day. Excuse me. I forgot how to get into this damn ship, by the way. I forgot where the crew elevator is. Wait. If I remember, actually, I think I remember. Hold on. Look at the size of this thing. It's girthy. Look at its undercarriage. Look at the undercarriage. You know, a smart thing would be to put... Yeah, look at that undercarriage, chat. Yes, the McDonald's pink slime. The McRib is back. Chat, I forgot how to get into my damn ship. I forgot how to get into my damn ship. We're down between its giant balls. Holy crap, this thing's big. Hey, I know, listen, I know one of you sons of bitches here somewhere. It got one of them panels on it. It's pork butt. Like, look at that. This thing is massive. As we're just running around under it like a chicken with our head cut off, you know. Where's the, excuse me, sir? No, that's not it. Is it over on this side? Oh, it's over. Is that it? Danger. I love that. Danger. Keep clear. Yeah. Danger, Will Robinson. Excuse me, sir. Jesus. Almost. Oh.
Oh my.
Hey, there we go. The ship is so big it took 4 to 5 minutes at 450 in the oven. Nice. Other spacers were laughing at you. I mean, they can laugh at me all they want. I don't give a shit. I don't care what other spacers are saying. They don't know me. I've forgotten all the buttons. Okay, so let's start on... these are escape hatches, by the way. Let's start in the bridge. Navigation hologram. Right, so you got your various station. Excuse me. Oh my god, that was gross, right? Captain seat, pilot seat, co-pilot seat, and you've got your management stations, right? 5 crew members right here, just on the bridge. Freaking cool ass looking ship, though. My god, this ship just, I'm like, oh, so nice. It's very nice. We're gonna fly this thing, even though this ship is really, yeah, escape pods. Escape. Escape. Suit lockers, right? So you got your suit lockers. Here, your change bench. So there's your suit lockers. There's weapons racks. I do believe that this would be the captain's quarters. Yes, yes it is. This is the captain's quarters. Very nice. He's very swanky. Remote turret. No, 60 FPS? No, 60 FPS and New Babbage is solid, right? Another remote turret. Get your staff lounge, mess hall. Right? Comes down into the back there. We wrap back up and around up to here. I love this. You got like a little planter here. You gotta have that green space, right? What it? That relays? Yep. Relays. Okay. Crew quarters. More crew quarters. So this is all crew. Right? All crew quarters. I do believe that this one here might actually be crew quarters. There you go. Right, so 2 beds per. Little bit of storage. Down into the back hallway here. And then you get to go down to the hangar. They do a Firefly under $80. We're buying it. Listen. Don't tell me that. Don't talk dirty to me. Yeah. So we've got a hangar. Now, where's the, excuse me, hold on. There it is. Is what I'm saying, but you gotta let me on it. I mean, I'll let you on it. Of course I will. You have to call me Jane. I mean, are you the man called Jane? Is that what we're going for? The man called Jane. Half tempted to slap one of the frozen dinners I had gotten them back when I did escaped Colorado for 2 weeks and tell him to figure it out. I mean, if he's not capable, I don't know what to tell you. More escape pods. This I do believe is, yeah, wait, weapons. There we go. Turret access. Turret access. Escape pods. I'm like, bro, let me in. I do believe that this is external docking. Yep. External docking port. The Idris is even bigger, by the way. I think that this is turret access. Maybe, possibly, I don't know. We're crawling through the bowels of the ship, chat. Ah, there we go. We're down in the cargo hold here. So it does have a very large and ample cargo hold. Belly gun. So a lot of the gunning positions are remote turrets. This basically could be used as a base of operations. Yeah, so you got tractor beams, ceiling mounted tractor beams up here. Engineering. That is a big ass engine, by the way. That is a massive freaking power plant. The cables on that are just ridiculous. Oh, the elevator, please. Sublevel. There we go. Okay. Engineering. So that was engineering sublevel 2. This is engineering sublevel 1. And as you can see, like, so this I do believe is supposed to be, I think they're, yeah, jump drive system. Oop. Okay, so, and there's your engineering terminal right there. Like I said, this ship, sub-level, we're sub-level on a ship. That's pretty much it. There's the hangar again. Now, I think there should be a med bay. For some reason, I'm not able to. There should be a med bay here. There's the hangar again. Oh, wait. Is it? That's weapons and turret access. This ship is so big, it's quite easy to actually, nope, that is not it. Yeah, that is just, I could have sworn that this ship has a med bay. Those are the crew quarters. Get turret access. Interesting. Okay, that's crazy. I thought that there was med bay access here. Boop, hell, where's the goddamn bathroom? That's pretty much exactly it. I'm sorry, Dave. Turret access, yeah. Captain's quarters. Main elevator. Gear room. Why they have planters? Because we know that plants actually give you the best opportunity to create natural, like, scrubbers, air scrubbers. Honestly, plants in space would be very important. We need the pilot seat. Captain's seat ain't gonna do shit. We need the pilot seat. There are bathrooms, though. Actually, we do have bathrooms. Most ships have a head. We did actually see the bathrooms. Even the captain's quarters has a bathroom. Okay, are you guys ready to watch this thing freaking fly? All right, we're gonna get this out. Or the Daedalus. I mean, swear they could make the Prometheus from SG1 with this art style and could be spot freaking on. Oh, easily. Or the Daedalus? Yes. Absolutely. Okay, so we're outside of August Dunlow. As you can see, ramps out. That, and we got the launch bay is still wide open, right? All that stuff's still wide open. I was mocked in chat, general chat, for begging for, wait, what? I told everyone my mom taught me not to take rides from strangers. Ramps out for Harambe. Well, first, let's get the giant freaking gear up and out. There we go. Okay, everything's, you notice everything's sliding out. The engines slide out. So, you notice the engine profile changes? It's like a transformer, chat. Look at that. Finally unbanned my. I'm at New Cabbage Hang. I'm at New Cabbage Hangar. It's working. Finally unbanned my ass. Wait, you mean you finally remembered your password? Got into your account? I want them to make. So we kind of have a Star Fury from B5. I can show that to you. Not right exactly at this moment, but we're going to open exterior. Okay. That means the other ramp's going to open. Yeah, here it goes. Here it goes. Other ramp is opening. Okay, all the exterior doors and hatches are opening. Just gonna let the ramp extend itself first. So we kind of have something that it's similar to a Star Fury from B5. Looked similar. Okay. This should start closing everything up. Why is that not working? Close exterior. There it is. There we go. So ramps are retracting, and now you can see the launch bay in the middle of the Polaris is actually. Hear me out. The Omega class destroyer. Ooh. This is a very big ship. Okay. I don't know what weapons I have access to here, but as you can see, though, it's quite pretty. Yeah, we're gonna switch over. Omega class destroyer in Star Wars has thousands of crew. Well, and that's the thing, right? Like, I think Sleepy was talking about the Omega class destroyer from B5. I do believe that they're considerably smaller crew. Yeah. Still a sizable crew. I mean, so this one maxed out. You can run it with a crew of 6. Says you should have at least a crew of 12 for this ship, and it's a Corvette. The Idris has an internal flight bay. So that one requires a lot more bodies. I do believe the Idris, I think, is like 40 people full. I think. Okay, so that's 250 to 1,000 depending on mission. God damn, that's a lot of bodies. All right, we're going back to Blue Cabbage here. Okay, New Babbage. Babbage. New baby. Baby. New baby. All right, chat. Route has been selected. This ship is giant though, like 850 minimum crew. Definitely not relying on a whole lot of automated systems, are we? Oh god, this does not move fast, by the way. Can hold 18,000 troops if necessary. That is a ridiculous amount of bodies. Roll. Holy god damn, this thing is a freaking behemoth. Oh, come on. Why is the exterior to jump to slipstream or to quantum so freaking rough? Oof. He's such a big sheep. It's a fly. It is a brick. Either version of the ship, if it arrived on your doorstep, it's going to be a bad day. So if we're talking, like, what is it? I want to say it's the, so we have something that is similar. And that would be this ship here. We have the Scorpius. Right? Now, it's a little more angular. Yeah, and yes, that is $240 USD to purchase this. You can buy in-game, though, for in-game credits. Oh, it is a deadly break. If this ship is fully, so this is effectively similar to an X-Wing, but here's the thing, though, is, like, we're talking about a Star Fury. The Star Fury has that very similar X-Wing pattern as well, right? So the Star Fury, I would actually say this is closer to a Star Fury than an X-Wing, because the Star Furies from B5 have that X-Wing pattern, right? I stopped giving people shit about buying expensive ships on this game when I started buying expensive ships on Star Trek Online. Exactly. This is actually more closely representative of the Furies from B5 than it is an X-Wing fighter from Star Wars. Well, I mean, the thing is, though, is we already know in space that maneuverability comes down to your RCS package. Has nothing to do with flight dynamics. Yet, billion credit boat became a common term for me in that game. A billion credit boat? My God, sir. That's all right. Okay, you know what? Now I need to know, how much is it to actually physically buy the Polaris? Now I need to know. I mean, I don't really, but I kind of do. Polaris Corvette. All right, how much? $975. Okay, do you want to know what the armaments on this thing are? This is stupid. This thing is stupid. So it has a small onboard hangar. It has 28 S10 size 10, has 28 size 10 torpedoes, chat. 28 size 10 torpedoes. Could turn on a dime and pop a bad guy with thrusters on the tip of the wings. Yeah, and that's the thing. So the Scorpius has that kind of maneuverability. Sounds like compensation. 28 size 10 torpedoes, man. If you were ever planning on putting a hurt on any other capital ship, this ship is gonna do it. Ship is absolutely going to do it. God, it slows down. It's even slower to slow down. That's basically saying fuck you and your squad. Yeah, pretty much. Sounds like compensation. Oh, those are some cute ships you brought with you. Shame if we broke your toys. Could you imagine having 3 of these just hovering over a city? Yeah, and the 10 squads following you. Size 10 torpedoes are not a small armament. It's kind of overkill, I'd say. Reloading this ship can get very expensive. We're talking a few million credits per round. Yeah, it gets expensive. This is not a cheap ship. Okay, weapon systems are locked though. God damn it. That's like calling one of the nukes in a MIRV a small munition. Yeah, pretty much. If you can afford the ship, you can afford the armaments. Yeah, if you're running one of these, you better be able to afford to replenish the armaments and the fuel in this, because I'm pretty sure this goddamn thing is expensive on fuel too. I can't imagine it's cheap to fill this thing with hydrogen fuel or you know, quantum fuel. Basically like a yacht. I mean, if yachts had guns. Minimum crew of 12, more likely full crew full of players. It has to be players because there's no AI crew in this. So in order to properly and fully operate this, you would need to have that many players. Get the money to run it. I mean, right? Yeah. Thing is, though, is generally I know people that own this flat out. They bought it for themselves. They bought it for themselves, or they're a member of an org and they bought it and it's used for larger community events. You know, sometimes they're used, these ships, or a ship like this of this size is used as a base platform. So you go to another planet, you fill the cargo hold with, you know, a small mining equipment and everything. You put a smaller mining ship in the actual hangar, right? And they just use this as a base platform. But the nice thing is, because you've got a lot of heavy weapons and everything, you don't have to worry about other players just trying to come in and jump you, because you use this as your main base of operations for ground ops. You know, you have a couple of people sitting there with like air defense tanks and stuff like that. You don't have to worry about anything. Hey, what do you? Oh, he's got a Polaris too. Oh, isn't that cute? Look at it. Look at it. That's Moonlander. Moonlander's got a Polaris too. You would be surprised how, number one, how many people fly stuff like this solo. I don't know why. I'm flying it solo myself right now, but I would never try to use this operationally as a solo ship. It doesn't make any sense. Right? Like, it just does not make any sense. This thing's a freaking behemoth though, man.
Here we are. One space, as promised.
All right, we're going back in. We're getting into an extra large hangar, chat. Extra large. All right. Well, how big are the lights on this thing? How much are we going to be able to see with these lights? The exterior lights are on. I don't know. Oh, they must be they're in a what is it, a Valkyrie, I think? Either a Valkyrie or Paladin. It's equal to 5 years of WoW. Rationalize that how you want. That's terrifying to actually think of. What's WoW cost now? $19.99 a month. I bet $20 a month. Something like that. I don't know. It's been a while. It's been a while, okay? Oh, God. This thing is so big. This thing is so big. This ship costs $975 US. $975. The newest heavy gun ship, or
I'm sorry. Due to inactivity, we have been forced to assign your landing zone to another customer.
What? F off, bro.
That request has already been granted.
Hey, this is mine. This thing listen, I need a backup camera on this, okay? Holy shit, we made it in.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Whoa, it's cheaper than WoW. You need a, yeah, you kind of, yeah, you need, you need a backup camera. I do need a backup camera. This ship is massive. All right, how much is it going to cost that flight across the system? 2,500 just to refuel the quantum engines. And 1,200 credits just to refuel the hydrogen. Holy shit, this thing's expensive. As $14.99 a month versus $9.75 one time for the ship. Well, I don't have $900. Dude, if I had $975 right now, I'd be taking care of the audio, the sound issues. My sound, you know, being obnoxious in the rest of the house. Cash flow. The thing is, though, the crazy part is, though, there are a lot of people who will just spend the money and not even think about it. It's not that it's even so much like, you know, how people do that. How can people do that? Cash flow. Right? I mean, and granted, but honestly, $975 would go a very long way to actually do the sound dampening for the space too, right? If you're SC insane, right? Long run, it's cheap. Oh, no, I agree. Long run, it is absolutely cheaper. Where in the... Where did we go? That is a turret. I mean, no, you're right. The whales are the whales. It's true. It's the torpedo launch system. Oh my God. That's an engineering. Uh-huh. That's how. This is okay. This is a cargo bay. I thought we were supposed to call elevator, please. Excuse me? Give me my goddamn elevator, sir. Well, that's a problem. Elevator's broken. I am not jumping. I am not jumping. Not happening. We're gonna do it this way. We're gonna do it this way instead. You're just gonna do it this way. This actually might be a terrible idea. I love that it's a ramp that folds in. Okay, so I actually think that this can only be opened and closed from the inside. So we're gonna close this now. 'Cause I don't want that burden on me, you know? Current floor, cargo bay. Yeah, I'm all right with the cargo bay. Let's go down this way. Yep. Fuck. God damn it. Actually, hold on. No, let's do this. We're gonna go up through engineering. All right, we're gonna go back up to the hangar. I am not jumping. Negative. Not happening. I mean, the hangar's a decent size, by the way. Oh, Jesus. We would like to exit the ship, please. Thank you. I want to exit. I'm not lost. Hey, Jay. Big J, how are you doing? So there we go. There we go. It's not that I'm lost. I was doing the loop so I could get up to where the elevator was stuck and then get myself off the elevator. Wait, why? Hold on a second. Chat, did you happen to see what was going on there? You happen to notice? Okay, let's try it that way, shall we? Oh, hey, the elevator's here now. Awesome. Okay, let's exit the ship. Get off my bridge. It's pretty much exactly it. What? Wait. What? Sub-level 3 equals the whip level? Yes. Get off my plate. Oop. Here you go. Bye-bye. Jesus Christ. Freight elevator. Max capacity. 1120 SCU. Jeez, get off my plane. I wasn't exploring per se. God, Jesus. So this is an extra large hangar. You see the size, the amount of space that the ship is taking up, right? In the extra large hangar. That means that we have bigger ships that will fit in this hangar eventually. Just think about that. Bigger ships.
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
Also, I play as the... Yeah, pretty much, exactly. We'll claim it. Why not?
Welcome.
Okay, so the terminals are being a little weird.
Insurance claim has been set.
We're gonna store that.
It has been moved to our storage facility.
We're gonna request delivery on that. Okay. And that looks to be everything. Yep, that looks to be everything.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
I finally fixed my VR headset. Nice. Listen, I knew where I was going. We've already done the tour of the ship. By the way, you don't want to fall down into that hole. That would have hurt. Oh, why shouldn't you have started off with the racing? Honestly, it is the best to test. Yeah, absolutely. Goruka Prime. The gods demand a sacrifice of blood. Just means that you've got to tweak. You might have to tweak the FOV of your headset and the PD, the pupil distance. You might have to check your pupil distance. Could just, and also you'll have to go through. So VR requires graphic settings to be considerably different too. Yeah, well, and that's the other thing too, right? What headset, what game of a Quest 2? Yeah, and what game was it that you were trying out? Yeah, the age of it is definitely not helping. A more modern unit you would have a lot less issues like that with. Have I? Oh, I did put my helmet back on. Oh, right, we need to change my arms out. So we're gonna, let's go to... Yeah, I'm familiar with it. I'm familiar with the game. It's not one that's on my radar to play, but I am familiar with it, yeah. Take those off. Let's go. I know a lot of people seem to swear by it, but I'm like, I've looked at it and I'm like, I don't see why everybody likes it so much. There are other games out there that are just as good, if not better. At least that's just my opinion. LMU just ain't it for me, though. The Microtech edition, no. There we go. Okay, that's better. Yep. Now we're looking a little more Robotech-like. There we go.
Remember, your belongings belong to you. Careful watch all personal items.
Man, the reflective strips on it really sell that armor, doesn't it? Bill, yeah.
Hi, and welcome to new baggage.
Are you using what? Yeah. Is it doing Trek Fuji because that's what I know. Are you using wireless? Did you try the virtual desktop app? It's night and day. Also using also using wired, right? Yeah, that's the other downside, right? Wireless VR does honestly work much better if you can wire it. Yeah. Yeah, racing is probably one of the most sensitive, I would say. I think Slider's been here. There's dead bodies and there's Coke cans all over the place and people are freaking out. POV all correct with your location. Yes. Yes, you do. Yeah, like, and that's the thing. VR is definitely not one of those that you just sort of like throw it over your head and go. There's a lot of tinkering under the hood to get it just right. Yeah, yeah, and that's the other thing too, right? Yeah, exactly what Slider's saying. The older lenses. A lot of the new glass that people have for like the newer ones are just like it's night and day.
How is everything? Good?
I love that we can be walking around in third person, and as soon as I need to hit one of the consoles, it goes right back into first person. I have all of these games on the Quest 2, but I don't want to pay for again. The thing is, though, is generally that stuff you can, if I remember correctly, can you not transfer that stuff around? That's why, like, honestly, I would never pay for, like, a game that's specific to one single headset. That's kind of another issue. Yeah, the new Steam VR will play your entire library, which is fucking dope. Yeah, then get the new Q3, don't get the Q3S, right? Onward, it is on Steam, so I guess I could just get the Steam VR. Yeah, oh, so the Q3 has new ones. Oh, that's why it's so cheap. But the Q3S uses the old lenses. That's dirty, man. No wonder they made it so cheap. Dirty. That's kind of dirty. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, Chad. That's kind of dirty. Oh, wait. No, we going to the commons. We're going to the commons. God damn it. Yeah, parents don't know. Kids don't know, right? Yeah. Has no AR. Yeah, that's why it's a deal. It has the no AR, so no augmented reality, plus old lenses. Q3 equals the nice augmented reality and good lenses. Parents don't know. Kids don't know. Literally, yeah. I mean, right? You might as well just get the Steam VR. This, I'm not gonna lie, every time I'm on the transit system in freaking Microtech and New Babbage, it's just like, it's trippy being in these tunnels. It is so super trippy being in these tunnels. Why is it still showing me as in the meteor? What the oh, no, we almost got off at Tobin. That's not what we want. I'm not reading the signs again, chat. I'm just like, hey, this is where, no, this is not where we want to go. Isn't there a PC VR where you don't have to use wires? Because I don't like them. I always tangle myself in the wires and it gets risky. My next headset will probably be a Pimax. Listen, if I honestly, I'm not, again, I know I down talk VR quite frequently, but that is just because it is not, it is a niche component to gaming. It is never going to be mainstream as much as people have been wishing for. We're talking about technology that has been in development for 50 years. Actually, it's been in development for over 50 years. It's been in development since the late fucking 50s. And it's still not mainstream. I would probably get myself a set of Pimax. Yeah, it's Wi-Fi 6 in the same room with direct line of sight, right? Works great. Hologram gaming? Yeah. You're talking Star Trek holodeck kind of stuff. I mean, that'd be cool and all, but oh, it's because I'm sitting. God damn it. Now, whoa. Bro, why are we focused on the COD piece? I don't know if you guys noticed, but we're kind of focused on a COD piece there. No. COD piece. Totally different thing. Okay? Completely different. Now, if we do this and then sit down. See, there we go. I mean, we're at least equipped. We're equipped. We're geared. We're ready to go. I look old too. I don't do active moving games. Yeah, that's the other thing too, right? Worked for everything except iRacing high stress races, which I moved to USB split power Cat 6. Mungo Dongo. Listen, you leave my dongo out of this, right? Important piece of armor. Yeah, the COD piece is a very important piece of armor. Yeah, see, like here's the thing. So for me, if I was using VR, it would be for stuff like this, right? Like it would be for racing, flight sim, and that's pretty much it. I mean, the thing is, though, is sometimes for VR to work properly, sometimes you got to buy some third-party applications to actually get it dialed in and really working. And this is from, again, it's all purely anecdotal from, you know, people that I've talked to that have VR, and I have used VR. I don't have a problem with motion sickness or anything. My issue is I just don't like wearing shit on my face. I just don't like wearing stuff on my face. I do not enjoy it. It is not a fun time. Just, ugh. You're gonna get the new Steam VR as my first headset? Dude. Are you gonna wait until the new one comes out? What is it? The Steam Frame? We're trying to make a half-decade old piece of hardware dance, which means design-wise it's a decade old. Yeah. Good, and that's it. Yeah, exactly. Good software does go a long way, right? So here's the thing. Now, the question I have is, what about using your headset wired is the problem? How do you get yourself tangled? Especially if you're racing. Well, yeah, if you're doing Beat Saber or something like that, I get it. But I mean, generally, for games that you need lower latency, I would actually go wired at that point, just because, like, for like flight or racing. Yeah, and again, that one makes sense, right? Cable def got in the way a couple of times. What kind of games are people playing in VR, or if they're cabled in that they're getting tangled? I crouch, you lay down. Oh, okay, yeah. You don't use the camera, you move around to crouch. Okay. I do all cardio in VR for better or worse. I mean, that's fair. I feel like it was just kind of like a fairly general question, right? Like, it's... I'm quite happy with... see, here's the thing. I find I'm more immersed in a game, specifically like with relation to like simulators and everything, with a multi-screen setup with a dash. So I can see my peripherals. Like, you spend a few $1,000s on a wheel setup with a wheel and a shifter and everything. You want to be able to see that. I'm more immersed from the physicality of the devices around me than I am by, you know, by what's actually on the screen. If that makes sense. Anything jostling while you move for 5 minutes. Yeah. Better than nothing, but you can see how a wire... No, yeah, I can see how a wire would be annoying, for sure. When I would just have a wire for my headphones, I'd still get tangled, so I just don't want to break the wires. I can understand that. It was with a 3D drawing app and Super Hot. Super Hot, ooh. Super Hot apparently is a lot of fun, and it comes highly recommended as a VR game. I think anything where you got to turn and move, it's going to be issues. Oh, yeah. Also playable on PC. It is, yeah. Even for racing, I sort of connect the wire down the back of my neck, announcer style. Yeah, that makes sense. I used to do that with headphones. Like when I'm wearing like actual like headphones, I put the wire down my back because I don't want it in my front, because I find like the microphone, it gets stuck. So I always put it down my back. Or if I was out like out for a walk or something, if I'm wearing actual headphones, the wire goes down my back, and then we go, yeah, announcer wireless mic style. Yeah, exactly. Old hip mics. Yep. Yeah. I like their wireless solution. I'd use my router, but I know my walls are too thick and will cause issues. Yeah, that's always going to be a problem. Old school tape on the neck. Shit, I didn't even put tape on the neck. I just freaking drop the cable down my back. I don't give a shit. I didn't need it. It didn't matter. It doesn't bother me that if it's moving a little bit. I just didn't want it like in the front, you know, getting stuck on shit. So it was like I would drop it down the back and then, you know, just have it set up that way. Anyway, that's why people get the cheap router too. Gotten cheap, more one more item to get. I mean, and that, yeah, like that is 100% the thing, right? Like you have all of this extra equipment that you have to pick up and you have to purchase, and you have to put it all together. It all stacks together to create this experience. But sometimes that in of itself can be very daunting, right? So what do, right? How do you handle that? And sometimes it's not worth it. Like, that's the other thing too, you got to take into consideration. Sometimes it's just like you just want a device or a piece of equipment to just function. You don't want all the extra stuff in the background, right? My neck, my back, VR cable in my crack. Nice. Run a cable while you play or wire the room. I tuck the cables in my shirt, but I bought some headphones for the VR. Yeah. My neck, my back, VR cable down my crack. There you go. Wi-Fi 6 routers have gotten cheap, pretty standard. Yeah, that's true. People expect to be turnkey. Nothing really is when it comes down to it. No, even your PCs, phones. Yeah, no, nothing is 100% truly ever turnkey at all. That is 100% correct. It never really truly is. But anyways, chat, I need to go. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna use the bathroom first, but before we go, I'm gonna set things up so we can go raid somebody. I would like to say, for those of you who are over on YouTube and you guys have been watching, thank you so much for hanging out. Thanks for hitting the likes. Thanks for the subscribes. I really do appreciate it. I'm trying to get YouTube up to about 200 subscribers by Christmas. We're on track. I think we're at 188, 187, 188, something like that. So we're moving there. We're getting there. YouTube has turned out to be a pretty amazing group of humans, and the community over there is pretty incredible too. But unfortunately for YouTube, I can't raid over there. What I can do is I can raid on Twitch though. So we're gonna go, if you're on I'm actually gonna do this. Actually, hold on. This is what I'm gonna do. Chat. If you're over on YouTube and you do have Twitch account, I'm gonna paste that. That's where we're headed. All right. I'm gonna put it in the command. We're gonna go and say hello to Loken. Loken is currently enjoying some Star Citizen shenanigans, and it looks like he just died, or almost died. He just got blown onto his ass. I don't know what's going on over there. All I know is thanks for hanging out with me today. Appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for the subscribes and the follows, the bits and the tips, and just thanks in general for being amazing human beings. I'll see you over on Loken's channel. YouTube, have a great weekend. Twitch, have an incredible weekend as well. I will see you back here on Monday. Just remember, Monday's stream is going to be shorter. I have a telephone appointment with my doctor at 3:15, so it's going to be a slightly shorter day. But yeah, see you back here on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend. Cheers, everybody.